Look, I'm supposed to be watching this guy's kid, I guess, and something came up. It's a family emergency. Just went into the bathroom 5 minutes ago. Please, can you come and take over for me? You'll get paid in all you want.
Some restroom. They kicked me out after 20 minutes.
What happened to you in there?
Well, I went in to the restroom expecting to find a bed, and all I saw was this really uncomfortable looking white chair with a hole in it. I mean, luckily I can sleep standing up, so I just, fell asleep. I'm actually feeling a lot more energized now. Thanks for holding that sign, by the way. I was worried I wouldn't recognize you.
Oh, Nikki told you I was coming?
Nikki referring to herself in the third person now?
No, I'm not Nikki. Why would I tell you I'd be coming if you knew I would already be there?
Make sure I would recognize you. Why do you acting so strange, Nikki?
No, I'm not Nikki. What part of that are you not understanding? I think we don't even look alike. Do we?
Clearly I'm not one to ask. All you non-bots look the same to me.
What's that supposed to mean?
You have those round screens up top and those weird appendages at your side.
This is going to be an interesting job.
Is interesting, Matt?
I honestly don't know yet.
Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice you guys talking about something completely different. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think there's something that really needs to change around here. Don't you guys agree? Now, there's this guy I'm campaigning for, Joshua. You know Joshua Statesman? Horrible trash candidate, trash senator. Now, he wants us to be controlling he doesn't think we should be controlling our local farmland and he doesn't think that a farmer should be allowed to beat his cows. I mean, how else are you going to get the milk out? Am I right? Yeah, but anyway, I'm campaigning for Arnold Appeals None. Don't shut up. Don't pretend to do something about it.
Catchy.
Isn't it though?
I don't know, thanks, we're not interested.
Hold on. My dad always taught me it was respectful to listen to everyone's ideas, no matter how stupid or crazy or morally reprehensible they may seem.
Now wait a minute. Is it so crazy to want a candidate who has your best interests at heart?
Only my interests. Well, what about the interests of his other constituents?
Well, he's looking after their interests as well. Trust me, Arnold Appeals None is looking out for you.
That sounds like a load of crap. He can think he knows what's best for the community, but he should still listen to everyone and make sure that he represents the needs of the community. Sometimes the community has conflicting interests. Maybe my friend here thinks that there should be power charging stations every 15 yards to prevent any accidental depowerings.
That sounds reasonable.
No, it isn't. Maybe I think that it's extravagant and unnecessary and a complete waste of which of the constituents would your candidate agree with?
You don't have to be so mean. My dad is paying you after all.
Let me ask you something. How much money are you pulling in a year?
Why should that matter?
Humor me and answer the question.
I'm pulling in $1,500 a year, but, well, I guess 2 jobs now.
And what about you?
I'm not really sure. My dad is kind of paying for everything.
Oh, a trust fund baby. I know the type. Well, listen, Arnold Appeals None definitely has your best interest at heart. I truly think it'd be amazing if you considered donating some money to his campaign.
Well, if he has my best interest at heart, well then, yeah, I think that'd be great.
Wait. He just cares about your interests because of your dad's money.
What do you mean?
He doesn't really care about what you want. He just cares that you have money, and that's why he'll listen to what you want, but not what someone like me wants. All his candidate cares about is power.
Well, I care about power too. It keeps me energized and running. Why shouldn't we have power outlets every 15 yards?
Why not every 5 yards?
Why not every 5 yards?
That's not the type of power we're talking about. Arnold appeals none, which is a horrible name, by the way, just cares about political power for himself.
What's that? Was it some sort of extra strength recharge power? I think I want it.
Hey now, you don't really need political power. The only person who needs political power here is Arnold appeals none.
That's not really what political process is. His candidate theoretically thinks that he has an idea about how to make the world, or in this case our small community, a better place for at least a portion of the population. And in order to do this, he needs to convince the general public that he should be one of the people in charge of making decisions. This is called process politics.
Well, that's actually a bit of an oversimplification.
But it's not exactly, is it?
Well, in the grand scheme of things.
In the grand scheme of...
Yes, in the grand scheme.
Sir,
Okay,
you're
think of it this
interrupting me.
way.
I was
No,
trying
you're
to
interrupting
say
me.
something.
I'm trying to draw an example here. You see, politics works this way. You have
Sir, you're
two
being
cows.
rude
Okay,
right
two
now.
cows.
You
You
don't
have
even
one cow.
know
The
me.
cow who
I'm not
wants for more
wrong.
cows.
You're being...
Goes
this is
and votes for
inaccurate.
more
You have
cows.
a bad candidate.
I have a bad. You have a bad candidate, maybe. Have you ever considered that possibility?
Which candidate?
I don't know, but he's certainly awful if he's not Arnold.
That's not true. You don't
You know
know.
what they say about Arnold?
Stop it. Okay, I have a question. What makes Arnold appeals none qualified to dictate how the community is run?
I'm thinking you don't like to use the word dictate when we talk about Arnold. His family has an unfortunate lineage going all the way back to the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. You know, it's not important. All I need to tell you is that he is fully qualified to get our country back on its feet.
He's not qualified in any way. He's just trying to convince the community that he's qualified and that he has their best interests at heart.
Well, so then, what's your stake in all of this? Are you like a friend of his, or?
Well, a friend is a strong word. I sat close to him at a fundraising dinner once. He actually talked to me for 5 whole minutes. He told me he liked my tie.
I'm sure that was the only tie that he complimented that night.
Shut up.
You didn't answer my question though. Like, why are you helping him out then?
Well, he promised he'd end open container laws. So you can have a beer in public without being judged.
I promise you that you will be judged.
Well, this is one less frivolous crime you won't get in trouble for.
That's seriously the reason that you're supporting this joke?
Is that all it takes to convince people to help out a complete stranger? That is interesting.
Interesting. There's nothing interesting about this guy. He's willing to sacrifice his own morals in order to further his campaign.
You know what? I don't need this. I've said my piece to you. Do you want to donate to Appealsman's campaign or not?
No.
I actually don't really have any money of my own.
No money. I mean, I've been wasting all this time I could have been spending knocking on doors. I will not stand around to be judged like this, okay? I'm not going to be jerked around like this. But please, have a bumper sticker.
No, just don't. Are all politicians like that?
Not all of them. There are some who are actually good and do have the interests of the community at heart, but I mean, there are enough bad apples in the bunch to kind of ruin it for some people.
Do you know of any of like the good politicians?
I've actually always liked the guy that Appeals Not is running against.
Oh, Joshua Statesman.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about him, and he's done a lot for the community.
You know what? I think I'd like to meet this man and donate money to his campaign. If only out of spite for that truly awful, awful man we just met.
Well, maybe don't donate out of spite, but you should get involved. But you shouldn't be donating money that's not yours, so let's go get you a job.
A job? Why?
Well, if you're donating money out of spite, then I'm assuming it's a large sum, and I don't think your father would be really happy about that. So let's get you your own money.
All right, sounds good. Let's go get me a job.
Okay.